We're going to find the slope of the tangent line using the limit definition of the derivative. So the limit as h approaches 0 of f of negative 3 plus h minus f of negative 3 all over h. So all we're doing here is following this function notation. We're going to put negative 3 plus h in the place of x. So we're going to have the limit as h approaches 0 of 1 over negative 3 plus h plus 2. Right, we're just putting that in the place of x. Minus f of negative 3. So we're putting negative 3 in the place of x. Well, that one we can kind of simplify pretty easily. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. 1 divided by negative 1, we're going to have negative 1 here. So 1, since this is minus a negative 1, I'm going to make this a plus 1 all over h. And remember, an easy way to figure out f of negative 3, it's right here. That's the y value that we get when we put negative 3 in. So we didn't really have to do that work. It's going to be right there for you. Now, with this, I'm going to simplify this denominator a little bit, combine some like terms. So negative 3 plus 2, we're going to get negative 1. So 1 over h minus 1 plus 1 all over h. Now, if we use direct substitution, we'd get 0 over 0. That doesn't help us. So we need to do some simplifying. With a fraction and a fraction, what we're going to do is multiply by a common denominator. Now, in this one, we only have one denominator. So we're just going to multiply the top and the bottom by h minus 1. Up here, we're going to distribute it to both terms. And with this first one, that's going to take care of our fraction in the fraction. So that h minus 1 over h minus 1 is just going to be 1. Plus, this one, we're just going to get h minus 1 all over h times h minus 1. Now, in this case, it doesn't really matter because there's a plus there. But in some cases, when this is a subtraction sign, you want to make sure to keep those parentheses there. So we distribute the minus. Here, it doesn't really make much of a difference. But we can go ahead and combine like terms here. 1 minus 1, that's going to cancel out. We're left with h on top. And we can cancel that out with the h in the denominator. So we're left with 1 over h minus 1. Now we can use direct substitution because those h's have canceled out. We're no longer going to get 0 over 0. Now if we put 0 in for h, we get 1 over negative 1, which leaves us with a slope of negative 1.